today we are here for group discussion. We have 2 minutes time for preparation time for group discussion, and after that we will discuss on certain topic for 10 minutes. The topic for today's discussion is social media good or bad? First of all, let's begin with introducing yourself. From here.
My name is Srinivas.
Hello friends, I am Amrit Arya.
Hello everyone, I am Vikalpa Pokhar.
Hello everyone, I am Srishti Donu.
Hello everyone, I am Veenu.
Hi everyone, I am Shreya.
Are all of you clear about your topic? Is social media good or bad? And your preparation time begins now. Now your preparation time is over, and you can begin the discussion.
Okay, let me start the discussion by giving a very brief description of social media. Social media incorporates all the social networking sites through which people from different backgrounds connect with each other and to newer audiences. So the first, I think social media is a boon, and there are several advantages of social media. The first one is it helps to connect with the people that we know and the people that we don't know. The second is we can have an active discussion, we can share our ideas with all of the world. Not only we will be able to confine our discussion not only to ourselves but to the whole world. And the social media is changing the way we look at the world right now, because a person sitting in one place can know about the whole world through the social media and what is happening throughout the world. This is another advantage. Another advantage of social media is like we can have a dedicated active discussion with the people of our interest, so that we can build everything in our career and we can have a wider ideas, wider views of the same idea. So I think social media is a good.
But I'm sorry my friend, I'm totally not agree with you, because social media, whether boon or bad, we can see in the negative perspective. Have you ever been or have you ever seen the negative impact of social media too? It has been a real time waster as well as a distraction too. For instance, we can see in Facebook also, we promise ourselves that we will only spend or we will only serve 1-2 hours of our time in Facebook. But when we log in, we engage in so much that we spend or we lost our 5-6 hours a day.
Yes, I agree with Melina's view. Although social media is a fun and also a convenient way of sharing information, people might fall deep attachment with that media, and also addiction, due to which they are more focused on their relationships rather than their jobs and career and studies. So, and also it will lead to the lack of privacy, due to which most of the relationships are being damaged.
I have a different view to social media, that it has more advantages than disadvantages. Let's take YouTube. In YouTube, YouTubers earn money they earn money from fun things like playing games or eating food, and there is an organization are also using social media for hiring and recruiting employees. People hire employees through social media, so it's a good.
I disagree with friend Shreya. I don't think social media is as advantageous as we think. So why would, if we look at the private and government organization, why would they restrict their employees from using social media in workplaces? Either it will be private or government. So similarly, when some important sports event take place, why would the officials bar their players from using the social media during those events? Would social media have positive productivity, positive impact on the productivity? Would that be bad? That wouldn't be restrained, right? So similarly, when we talk about connecting with each other, as our friend Vikalp said, when we talk about connecting with each other, when teenagers they come into the virtual world for the first time, they think that social media is good as they help to connect each other, but they feel prey of the very bad things, hacking accounts, like the things of the perverts and various other activities that have negative impact on the social life, on the education life of the teenagers. Isn't that is being done just because of the social media?
My friend here said that organization kind of restrict the use of social media in organization, but don't we know that every organization will need some kind of informal communication channel in the organization, so that the different informal messages, the different non-formal or papered messages flow from one person to another within the organization, from up to down and through horizontally over the colleagues. Of course, social media can be a good or should I say perfect medium of doing so, because all the people cannot be at the same time all the place. If they have social media like instant messages, if they have Facebook, Twitter or something like that, they can connect with each other, they can share their ideas, they can rather use that thing into a positive way. And how come the productivity is decreasing?
You have been focusing more on the connectivity within the people. Earlier, when even there was no social media, the connectivity of the people was also good. It was productive connectivity was taking place. But because of the social media now, there are also negative impacts. For example, you talked about it helped the employees to connect with each other, informal communication. But if we talk about the social arts, but now just things just said out of jest can be used some few years later for the legal purpose. Thing which we say now totally in the unrelated issue can be related to some other issue, and it can have impact on our life. And isn't that because of the social media? So switch like that, something like that.
Yes, and also if you talk about from the part of the communications as well, some important aspect of the communication like non-verbal communications have been ignored. So due to which it can be misinterpreted, the information can be misinterpreted, and because of the use of the internet lingo and also the emotion-based word, so the misinterpretation of information can happen, and which will lead to which will affect on the art of communications as a whole and the civilization.
I agree that some of the disadvantages I agree, but we are not looking at the social media in a broader view. We are only confining our discussion only at the time of the hours wasted on Facebook. Social media does not only comprise Facebook. Social media comprises of Facebook, Twitter, blogs, YouTube, and various other internet websites are there through which people can connect to each other. So instead of taking disadvantage that people are wasting their time on Facebook, it comes to a personal level. It also means that how the person is motivated or not. If the person is spending 10 hours in Facebook, then if he uses that particular 10 hours properly in Facebook, he can learn so many things. If he uses only for chatting and useless discussion, that is his personal issue. It's not the disadvantage of social media as a whole. So I think we are becoming a little bit biased towards our judgment on making judgment based on people spending time on Facebook only.
Not only personal aspect, what about the legal aspect, cybercrime rates that have been going high, what about the headache that police and administration have been facing because of the cyber crimes that take place since few years back, and similarly the teenage problems, the suicide rates, the anxiety problems that people today are having just because of the social media. The disadvantage that social media has got outweighs the few of its disadvantages by far more extent. Social media is far more disadvantageous than it is advantageous. Not only personal, social aspects, legal aspects, personal, as a whole, globalized. There are multiple problems arising just because of the social media.
So my friends, the question is social media to be blamed or the people who use social media to be blamed?
If there were no people, then who would use the social media?
Yes, social media itself was introduced into human society, in our society, so as to do some positive things in the society, so as to do something good in the world, so that people get connected, people share ideas, information, they share their knowledge, and society becomes a better place for knowledge and everything, connectivity and everything. So people, they misuse the social media. Not that social media is bad. The people using the social media, some of the people are bad. So some intention may be bad. So it's the act of some few people making the social media as a whole some kind of bad thing. But it's not the case. Social media is, I think, a good thing.
We are blaming the social media because of some individual behavior. Different people have different behavior and they will act accordingly, and obviously that behavior also handles social media. So we cannot directly blame social media because of those individuals' behavior towards social media.
But I do not totally agree with you, my friend. To some extent, there has been this same advantage of social media has been used in such a way that there is a publicity stung by some people. Like this use of social media has been regarding like if a person is not social media friendly, then what would be his contribution in the society? Would his contribution be overcasted? Like people tend to show off in the social media, like they are superior, like they used to show in the social media. So it makes the people like extravagant, isn't it?
Media makes a very good point. So if people do not use the social media, then the people of today would see that.
Now you have last 1 minute for discussion. Anyone can contribute to discussion.
So should I do that? Okay, so we have talked about different things about social media. We talked about good thing, we talked about bad thing. Everything has good aspect, everything has bad aspect. Yes, we can decrease the bad aspect of social media. We can control the people. We do not have to control the social media. We have to control the people who misuse social media. Those are the bad things. We should control them. And now, why don't we multiply? We amplify the use of social media. We make it more productive in every sector of life, in profession, in household, in student life, and everywhere. So basically, our discussion should end with the note that yes, it has some bad thing, good thing. Good thing has to be increased, and the bad thing has to be decreased. So with this, we have come to an end of our discussion. Thank you so much, my friend, for having so good discussion. Thank you.
Okay, thank you all of you for your active participation. Thank you.